right? And you should be able to see this screen here. And let me switch this. Okay. This one here. Okay. And start sharing. Okay. All right. So can you guys, if you guys can see my screen and see me, can you go ahead and type the number 1 in the chat box? Let me know that you can see me waving at you. Yeah. Okay, Sean. Thank you. Got the $2 signs. $2 signs, like 2 chains. $2 signs. I like that. All right. Derek's here. Terry's here, and I think Terry had a message for me. Try it. See if I can.
Hey, I don't have any video or anything. I can hear you. That's all.
Okay.
Do I go to Skype?
Okay. It's like I can barely hear you. Let's. Can you turn it? Cause I got my volume up to maximum. Can you type something? Can you type a message in the chat box? You should have like a. Yeah, type a message because your volume is really low. And I'm probably gonna turn this fan off. It's starting to get hot here in Texas. And this sound studio has no windows and no ventilation. Okay. All right, nice to see all you guys. Hope you guys had a really wonderful Memorial Day. And now it's time to make money. It's a money day. We're going to get started. And let me go ahead and make sure we're recording on this end here. And yes, we are. Yes, we are recording. All right, cool. Minimize that. Okay, welcome, guys. Elite Traders University. This is our Forex cash machine. We're revealing it right now, and we're going to get started. I'm going to first of all welcome you, and then direct your attention to the risk disclosure on your screen that's over here, so you understand all the risks associated with foreign exchange trading. Hey, like my new wall, I painted it really nice there off all this stuff here. No, it's green screen, the power of the green screen, guys. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm the CEO and founder of Elite Traders University. Traded for 23 years, traded options, Forex, stocks, and crypto. Spent 8 years as a currency analyst of the world's largest Forex broker dealer in the world. And I've traded public education as well. And I've also have articles published around the internet. And I'm the inventor of the Pip and Run system, the scalping, the Trend Spotter, as well as the Forex cash machine, guys, which you've been enjoying so far, so good. And let me know in the chat box how you like that Forex cash machine. How you doing with that? Let me know in the chat box. Show me some love. And we'll show you some things on how to improve, to augment, and to maximize your dough with the machine. But let me make sure that we have okay. Okay. And I'm just gonna, God bless you, whoever sneezed, coughed, or whatever. Hope you're feeling good. Get better. Be healed in the name of Jesus. All right. Okay, guys. What I wanted to do is to, with the Forex Cash Machine, make sure everybody is, I did send an email out to you guys. Make sure you guys are getting your emails. Make sure you whitelist my my domain, Greg at EliteTradersU.com. That way you won't miss any emails. I don't like email. That's why I use Skype. That way we can stay in contact with each other. Because Skype is not going to put my emails or my messages in a junk mail box. So that's why you should, put it on your phone. You can go to the Google App Store, the Play Store, or the iStore, whatever they call it, for the other product. I use a Android phone, but you get the app for Skype, and then set the notifications to on, so that way, if Derek posts something, or Sean posts something, or Terry posts something, Terry's posted some good stuff over the weekend, and so if you guys post things, you guys can be alert, and it's a 24-hour market, and Derek's up at certain time zones I'm not, and so is Terry, and so we all can work together as a team. So and we can use Skype as a way of holding us together like that. So make sure that you configure your Skype, and that way you're up to date with what's going on. Okay, with that, I just want to go over the system. Oh, somebody just gazzled me, right? Nice. Okay, I heard that. Now, a couple of things. No, John was on the line, and I'm going to John's wedding on the second. I'm going to have the Terry's wedding too, so I have a lot of weddings this month. And a big congratulations to Terry. He's getting married, lovely wife or lovely fiance, and so if you guys can make it out, fly out, and we all can maybe I'll do like a trading session too, like as a wedding gift. Do a live session. All right, live training. But yeah, come on out, Pensacola, Florida. Now what we got here is now I've added something here, ADX. I'm just experimenting with it. ADX was an indicator we used in order to find a ranging environment, because this is really going to work really well in a ranging environment. And but once this is called ADX, the directional indicator kind of thing, where once that line, this red line is bearish, this yellow line is bullish, and this line here shows you whether price is getting out of a range and starting to trend. Now, as we talked about before, the market trends about 20% of the time it trends, 80% of the time it moves sideways. So when it's moving sideways, you can buy support, sell resistance, buy the median band, sell the upper band, buy the median band, up and down. But once this thing jumps up into this ADX jumps over, I need some more numbers here. Once that ADX jumps over like 32 or so, once it starts spiking, what happens is the market starts to trend. The market starts to trend. And when it trends, what's going to happen is you're going to buy support, sell resistance, and you're going to buy support again. And what's going to happen is this thing is going to keep dropping, if you haven't noticed that. And you might get stopped out. And you go, what happened, Greg? Well, this ADX is, we used to use it a long, long time ago. But trying to use it as a system, by the time you use it as a crossover, it's kind of late. But when the ADX, this line here, the red line is DI minus. The yellow or green line, I make DI plus. And if plus is above minus, it trends up. And if minus is above plus, it trends down. Okay. This part's kind of confusing. Red, see how red is up and it's trending down. But with the issue, what's going to help you determine, like, hey, am I going to be able to cash machine this? Boom, 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 boom. I mean, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8, 9 trades out of this. Long as this ADX, this little light blue line, is below 30, or coming down off of 30, you're gonna be able to trade in a range. It's really confirming the range. But the moment it spikes up, it kind of tells you, hey, this thing it's not bouncing off of the median line. It broke below the median line, and now it's trending down. Now it's rallying up. Okay, you could have taken this to the upside, but now we've broken your parabolic SAR is down here, but it comes right back down. And now it's trending down. We are trending down. Okay, so we're not buying the digs here, because if you bought the dig, you got a little bit of a rally, but then it's dropping again. Why? ADX is way above, it's in the trending mode. It's at 43.79, all right? So it's way above 30. So this means it's trending down, right? So if anything we want to do is to sell this, okay? We're not basically buying this dig, right? And we can see we broke a key level of support as well, right? This was the range. And as long as we're in the range, we're scoring. The moment it breaks, now probably happen is this will probably break to a new low. And so the ADX can kind of keep us on the right side. Now this is on a daily chart. there's still money to be made. If you bought the low here, and I mean, that move is probably about 50 pips there. Let's drop down to a lower time frame chart to show you. Okay. So this was our low for the 28th. Okay. And today is the 28th, right? So we rallied up into this area, and then we sold off. And now we broke below the median line. We retest the median line, and we could actually draw a trend line across the lows of this RSI, right? And we can either look for, and we're below the median line, and we've come off of that. So we may come back and test this line here, right? But this was a huge, the red's above the green, but we're still in a range though. So, you know, it could hit the line and bounce up, and we could trade the range, buy support, sell resistance in this area here. Okay. But what I really wanted to focus in on is this RSI. And I've tuned it down to like 8 to make it a little bit more sensitive. We can change it. I think the default value I had was 14, and that was too big. 10 is something that we can use. You can see it gives us a little bit, few more signals. We can even tune it down maybe to 9. That means it's looking back 9 periods, and it's tracking those recent highs. And what's happening is with RSI is measuring the highs. The highs are getting lower, right? So if price isn't making a new high, what happens is it plots it, right, as a point going lower, right? This was a high, and now we have a lower high, right, and a lower high. So we break this trend line, this thing continues to drop. Now you can draw the trend line, and sometimes that's pretty helpful. We draw the trend line, and that gives us a kind of an early buy signal, and we did spike up a little bit, right? We went from like 2677, a little bit above, to 1.2700, right? So about 23 pips it moved, right? Once that trend line was broken. Now, drawing RSI trend lines may be a little bit of a challenge, but what you can do, this is the shortcut I wanted to teach you about. I didn't really want to teach you about ADX yet. ADX is helpful, but really what I wanted to show you, and we might dedicate more time to ADX later, but I really want what I want to do is to show you how to add a moving average to RSI that acts like a synthetic trend line, okay? So you don't have to keep drawing these trend lines, they're pretty helpful, right? But what we can do is we can go to insert an indicator and go to trend and go to moving average, right? And we're going to add maybe like a 10 period moving average, or maybe an 8 period moving average. And we can add exponential, not to the close, to the way it's in CTrader, you can add directly to the indicator. And let's see if I can do that. No, let's see, let me do that. Let's do this. This one, indicator list. Oh, okay. I think we have to drag it directly to it. So let's go here. We go to moving average. Exponential moving average. Okay, where are they? Oscillators, trend. Okay, trend, moving average. Drag it to this, all right? And then we'll put a 10 on there. Let's see if that will work. Nope. Okay. Okay. RSA properties, levels, visualizations. The way we did that was, okay, moving out. On CTrader is a lot easier to do. I think we can drag it right to the, okay. Visualizations, level, oh, showing data window, levels, parameters, apply to previous indicators data. Yes. Okay. So you add the moving average to the previous indicator's data. First indicator's data. Okay. Let's go here. It's one of these two. Yeah. There we go. So previous indicators data is like, okay. So let me, I'm going to go ahead and let me go and double click that. And I'm going to change that. I'm going to dial it down to maybe to a 5. To a 5 period exponential. And actually I kind of like the simple. Right? All right. There you go. And I'm going to remove the trend line and remove the trend line. Okay. So I'm going to remove the trend line on both. Okay. So now the moving average acts as your trend line. And you can see that when it crosses the trend line, it's bearish. And when it crosses above the trend line, it's bullish. But it's crossing the moving average line. So you're going to actually add a moving average to RSI. And what that's going to do is going to help you visualize, when we have a buy opportunity. And again, this was a, you got to be quick to get out of this one. This one kind of like rallied up and dropped. For the most part, this is twisting and flat, and we wouldn't pay much attention to it. Other than where we have this big loop and we have crossover here, we're still relatively bullish, and then we finally get to shot up, and then it quickly brought back down, and then we broke again and broke below. So it's really choppy. This is, we're in the Asia session, where we're going to get our bigger moves, just before a major market open. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. Ideally we want to look for prices that are digging into this area, into our rainbow of 50 period MAs. This is a 50 period MA here. The midpoint 50. And then you have a 50 with a standard deviation of 2, and then 3, and then 4 standard deviation. Now, how will this actually work? So let's go ahead and try this out. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. And let's actually go back in time. We can use the date. And another thing that we discovered over the weekend is actually how to add extra data to your chart for your simulation. Okay. Right now, you probably only have about a year of data in your simulation. So you would go to Insert. If you want to go to the simulator, make sure that you've gone to FX Blue and downloaded it if you haven't done so. And again, you can go here to the link that I gave you in the resource binder, but you can go to FX Blue and you can go to FX Blue, all right? FXBlue.com if you haven't gotten the simulator yet. Simulator is for MT4 and it works in your, I just did a simulation here, 87.5 win rate and 49.3% weekly return, total return of 105%. So basically double the account, which is pretty cool. Okay. But what you can do is you go to apps and then you go to simulator, FX Blue Trading Simulator. You click that and you click that download button to download that. And you can go, I can give you the, now you have to have an FX Blue account, so make sure that you establish one. Account is free to get. This is how you practice in your account without having to use any money. Okay. Simulate tour. All right. They put an E at the end of that. No. No, I don't know where that came from. Okay. That's not going to work. This link will work. Okay. So I stuck the link inside the chat box, right? And once you fill out the application to get an account, you'll use it on your Trader's Way MT4, right? Then the way you activate it is to go to View, go to Strategy Tester. Then we go to Strategy Tester, go to the expert. It's an expert advisor, right? So once you go to the expert advisor, you drop down and choose FX Blue. FX Blue Trading Simulator version 3 EX4, and then click that. You click that, right? And then make sure that all of your trading pairs, your currency pairs are showing, okay? So click and show all, okay? Because what will happen is if you just load it for the very first time, it might show 3 currency pairs, and then that's it. So you want to make sure you show all the currency pairs. And now you have your simulator. You can choose any of the instruments that your broker offers to use this. You also want, for modeling, you want to always use open prices only, fastest method to analyze the bar just completed, only for EAs that explicitly control bar opening. There are other choices here, and they're not going to work. Or they're not going to work that great, or they're going to be very slow, and they're going to take you forever to use. So make sure you use the choice number 3, okay? Make sure you also use visual mode. And I know in the past I said don't use date, but you can use the date if you have enough chart data. And this is where I want to show you how to import more chart data. And I know many of you guys are like, Greg, you know, this is good, but I keep going back to like January this year, and I memorized what prices look like. Okay, no problem. I can get you so much chart data by doing this method that's incredible. You'll be able to trade back in the 70s. And I was posting some stuff where I was trading in 1993 using the system and making money, which was like tremendous, right? So this is what you're going to do. So follow these steps, and hopefully this video is recording, so you'll be able to watch it again. And so you go to Tools, and there's something called History Center. Really? Wow. Okay, History Center. So you click History Center, and then it pops up this window here, right? Then you have Forex, VAR, Aussie, Euro, Swiss. If you click them, they're gray. That means they're empty. There's nothing in them, or very little data in them. If I click that, there are a few bars. I got 23,000. Well, I've been, how about this one here? Wow, 12,000. Okay, I've got some pretty good bars on a 1 minute chart. But if you're running out of history, okay, daily, okay, this is the one. Okay, 2,170 records. Well, it's 365 days in the year. So about 7 years worth of data, right? 6 years, probably 6 years worth of data. So we got data back to 2013, right? Let's see if I'm right. See if my math is right. Okay. Oh, okay, 2011. So we can go back to 2011, but what if we want more? We want more! Oh, greedy. You greedy bastards. Okay. So if you want more data other than 8 years, this is what you do. Okay. So you open up the currency pair you want. Next, open up the time frame that you want if you're trading daily, right? Or if you want 4 hour, say you want 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour. Okay, I still got 2011, right? No, no. Okay, here we go. Only 2017. Oh, okay. Well, I got a year of data. You could probably memorize that, right? So I want more 4 hour data, not so much daily data. I want 4 hour data. I only have 2,769 records. We're going to watch that. 2,769. Click this download button right here. Click that download button. Click that. And then you get this warning. Oh no! Please do not forget download history will differ. If you still want to continue, press OK. Okay. Click OK. And now it starts the long and tedious process of loading your data. Okay. But the data is coming through. Now, you're not getting everything for every single currency pair. You're getting it for, if you trade Aussie dollar 4 hour, you have to do this. That's the downside here, is that you have to do it for whatever you trade with. So if you want to trade the euro for 4 hour, you have to go to euro and add more data, because it's probably 2017 as well. The thing about it is that you're going to get data all the way back maybe to 1993. So you're going to have like 20-something years of data. It'll probably take you 5 years just to trade all of it. So you're going to have all this data to actually practice. And you may not need every single pair for the past 30 years to trade. That's going to put, because remember, all this data is being stored on your computer, okay? So your hard drive space is being used, and it doesn't take a whole lot of data. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So it's saving, the open, high, low, and close and volume for the past 23 years. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns of data. 6 column of data times 23. It's not graphics. It's not, the scenery of some Grand Theft Auto kind of graphics intensive video game. It's just numbers, simple data. So, and you're going to see this number dramatically go up, and you'll be able to trade from any time frame. So Trader's Way only gives you so much data. This data is coming directly from the MetaQuote server in Russia. So you're going to get all this, you're going to have all this data, and it's really cool. And so I'm just giving you an idea of how long it actually takes. So if you pick your favorite currency pair like pound yen and maybe like trading an hour chart, click that, and you're going to get enough data. And then what happens when you go down to use date, you'll be able to go specifically to that date and actually have that data. I know now if you do it, since there's only data to 2017, if you try 2016, there's nothing there, right? Or sometimes there's skips in the data. Okay, so we're almost done. Okay, so that's it. So now, click that again. We have 33,174 bars of data. So that's a lot. We did start, 2769? And now we're at 33,000. So I'm like 10 times the amount of data that we used to have, okay? For Aussie dollar, 4 hour, we downloaded it, and look at all the data we have. We have lots and lots of, just tons of data. You want to trade 2007? Let's go for it. You want to trade 2004? Let's 2003. You want to trade, Y2K? Let's trade Y2K, right? And it goes to 1993, okay? I've got, the euro goes back to, I got some euro that goes back to 73 when it was the European currency unit, the ECU, which is pretty interesting too. Okay, so now we have all this data. Now what, Greg? All right. Now, again, you can go to anyone. You can go like 1 hour. See, there's only, 1 hour. Did they give me all the data? No. That's interesting. Maybe it gave me, whoa. Okay. Did it give me 30-minute data too? Oh. Well, I think if I got the higher time frame, I would have all lower time frames automatically. Oh, okay. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Look at that. I have 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute. Okay, so I don't have, but daily. Okay, weekly? Did I get the weekly data too? Oh, whoa. Well, never mind. Never mind. Once you do it for one currency pair, you get everything. So that is a relief, because I really don't want to go through that process. Look at this. 1993, baby. Whoop, whoop. Weekly, daily, 4 hour, and it's all green, right? So that's very cool. Now, this is what we can do. Close this up. Okay, now we can go to we go down to our strategy tester down below. Oh, you can't even see around my head. Can I move my head out of the way? I can duck. Okay, there you go. I can duck. All right, I'm ducking. Okay. And then click that one. And also you'll see, move my chair out of the way. You're going to use date. See the use date right there next to my shoulder? Use date. All right. And move my microphone out of the way here. Move the other way around. There we go. Wow, okay. Well, I thought this was cool, but it's not, because you can't see where the data is. Okay. Well, here you can change the date. You have to use your computer. And we can use the date. And we can say, hey, let's go back in time. Oldies but goodies. The swinging 50s. The awesome 60s. The super 70s. And we can go back and we can trade. We can trade, Y2K, right? April 2009. We can trade that. April 2009, and we can set a date to actually trade. You know, I mean, we could keep going from there, right? I think we can just type it directly or something like that. Okay. August 2009. August 20th, 2009. Okay. So there we go. We can, now we click start. And there we go. 2009. Woot woot. Look at that. And then we can go and add our template, which is our Forex Cash Machine template. Nice. Right? And so we can put our moving average on that, baby. If it'll work. I don't think. Oh, I know. I know. It's like this. And then apply to previous indicators data. Click OK. There we go. Oh, nice. Right? And I'll leave that in there. So let's see what we got. And we can go to the edge of this. And look, we can see that, you know, we're heading south, right? So we're in 2009 March, and we can actually trade this data. We can press play, and you tell me, guys, what do you guys think you want to do with this? You want to buy it, sell it, or wait for more information? And no peeking, no. No. You wanna buy? Who wants to buy? Who wants to sell? Don't tell me you guys are shy. I got a room full of people, and only Sean's stepping up. Okay, well, Sean, you said you wanted to buy. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so I can come in there. And you want to put a trend line in there for a buy. Okay, so, all right. So we got a trend line. All right, guys. Cross. Gotcha. Like this way. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, looks like that. Oh, look. Okay. And okay. Oh, pause. Okay. So we were stopped out on that one. And in fact, it came up and crossed and dropped. My thing, I would have, as we broke the median line, this looks like a big loop 3, 4 flat slingshot, right? And then we got the big pulse because we broke that median line didn't hold. So usually if it doesn't hold, we go from median line down to the next Bollinger Band. So it basically is a median line trade. You know, if you go here, that's a median line trade. Does it hold? No. So now it's a median line sell trade, and the target of that, when we break below the median line, what's the target, guys? Once the median line is that green line, it's the middle. Median means middle, so that green middle line, we break below that, then our target is the next Bollinger Band down, right? And so now we hit the next Bollinger Band down now, you see? So this trade was already in progress, and we're stalling out as a flat correction. And then we have dots on top, and then the drop. Now here, this is where our ADX comes in. The ADX line is below 30, right? It's below, yeah, it's like, okay, 33 is here. We're below this. So this tells me that we're in a range, meaning that we hit support, we should bounce up toward, if we go from outside the line, this is outside the line here, and we should have a target of 69.31. I don't know. This is, what, April 2009? Will I be right? I don't know. But 68.76, I want my stop below the low of that swing, of that low. 68.52. So that's about 30 pips, 34 pips, right? I might just add, no, let's put like maybe 36 pips, right? But I'm targeting 69.31, which is about 40, 50, 60 pips. Say 50. Let's go for 50. Okay. 50 pip move takes us to the median, takes us to a quarter line, all right? So I would go long here because we got a Y. We have price piercing the line, this Bollinger Band. Think of it as a rubber band being stretched out. Green level, oh, stretched out. Yellow level, stretched out. More stretching, right? So a lot of stretching right there. Buyer stepped in, and we should go up. Again, I don't know. But I'm willing to risk this to find out, right? And then ADX is not spiking up on me. That tells me that we could get this back up. Again, this is our, shows us that we're ranging. And if we're ranging, we're buying the support, we're buying the floor, and selling the ceiling. So let's do this. Click the buy and press play. And let's see. Okay, we bounced up. Looking for that median line, but it looks like we're coming back down, right? I mean, we could have taken out part of it there on that spike up, and we're still trending down there, right? Very close. Median line. There was a median line trade, right? And if we broke the median line, maybe we'll go from, we can double click the green line here and boom, out. All right. Did you guys see that? Now we get the dialog box. I think it's like slow. Anyway, we don't need it. But did you see the entry there? Let me know. Let me know if you're live in the chat box. Are you out there? I hear crickets. So did you see the spike down below the three lines? And RSI gave us a crossover above the moving average. So we have lots of things here giving us like confirmation. Right? This is still in a range, so it's pretty safe to go long. If this light blue line was above 30 and this thing was powering down, this thing is going to keep diving and diving and diving. Okay. Again, this is pretty powerful, very powerful stuff because, like I said, when I first introduced this system on the FXCM trading floor, people went nuts. I had the supervisor trading this. I had the secretary trading this. They're trading New York. They're trading Tokyo. Walker, England. Everybody would say, well, Greg, I would talk to the boss and they're like, well, sir, we're planning out this. Excuse me, your signal is just generated. I'm going to my desk. I'll be right back. He would walk away. I was like, what's he doing? Brendan is trading your system. I'm like, So I had all of FXCM. We're all calculating. You saw Boiler Room and at the parking lot full of Ferraris. That was going to happen, right? We were there. But then this system did something weird. It started giving us sell signals. We were going short, and we were getting crushed. Is this a chat box? Yes. and you guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? So I'm not getting any feedback. Okay, good. All right. Cool. Yeah, and you can make it louder, loud and cheer. Okay, right. Yeah. So the thing is, we didn't have this RSI with the trend line or crossover. We didn't have ADX. Okay, so this part is very powerful. What we're seeing now, something has happened. We hit our target, but ADX is above 33. And the green line's above there, above the red line. All right? So, I bet that if you try to short it here, you'll get crushed. That this will probably continue to move higher. Maybe. Okay. Again, I'm researching this ADX, based on how it's used. I've done a video on how to trade with ADX, but by itself, I was like, whatever. I don't know anyone that's made any amount of money with it. But if it can keep you in a range, and I tell you what, if you have some robots that were blowing up, were making you money and they blew up, if we put an ADX filter on them, I bet you those suckers will make you money. This is probably, I think, is the most powerful key to long-term profitability there is ADX. And like I said, I was telling John, John goes, why did you tell us that earlier? I go, dude, I'm 50 years old and I got piles of stuff of materials and all kinds of notebooks and stuff. I forget, it's like, I'm sitting here like, sipping on a glass of wine and go, oh, you know what? I bet you that would work, So a lot of the stuff that you're in the laboratory with me, these new discoveries are basically stuff I've discovered years ago, which, I've got all kinds of like books and tapes and all kinds of stuff, I just got all kinds of, I never stop being a student. I just don't swallow a bunch of crap that doesn't work. It all has to lead me to get, you can't get back to the video? Okay, you can't get back to video. Okay. I don't know how to, what are you using your phone? Are you using your iPhone, Terry? Yeah. I've got stuff kind of wired up here because I've got this screen in the background I've never had before, but I have to do a bunch of really backward things in order to get it to work like this. So I hope the video comes out because it's a pretty good video so far. But look at this. This is very important. Where's my pen? I need my pen. This right here is monumental. If I can draw it, pen. Where's my pen? I gotta draw it in here? Oh, okay. Pen, I have a pen, and I'm gonna draw it somewhere. This. Oh, really? Oh, I'm drawing on something. I'm sharing my screen. I'm trying to figure out where my pen is. What? Very interesting. My pen doesn't show up anywhere. Can't draw. I guess all what I'm doing here is probably totally confusing this computer, and it won't show my pen. So that's okay. But right here on the edge is this, we have, and let's see if I can make this darker. Okay, ADX, parameter. Okay, yeah, this should be darker so you can see it. like brighter, I don't know, gold maybe. There you go. That line there. Notice how it's above this line, tells you that we're no longer ranging. Okay, we're no longer ranging. And this is my first time actually observing this, so we'll see if we get long. Does this king can go? Okay, let's try getting short. Okay, typically the typical is that we hit this line, we should short. Now the cautionary tale is this line is telling you we are not ranging anymore, and this thing can keep running. All right, so I'm just going to show you. Typically, what we do, we hit the line, we go short. So I'm going to go short. I think we're going to get stopped out, though. All right? Okay, so we did. Look at that. Okay. It's going to come down. ADX is way above. Look at that. Okay. It's pulling down a little bit. Okay. It's pulling back. And I think it. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can have both on the phone. Oh, there's my pen. Yeah, this is that ADX thing. Oh, my pen came in. The ADX is above. And notice how we haven't gone. We came down to the median line. My take profit is at this line here. But oh, and there we go. Stopped out. See, boom. Okay. That's the issue. Because you short here, you would have gotten some pips, right? You could have, I mean, we got short, and now the dialog box comes up. Okay. Dialog box allows me to click the order and close it ahead of time. So when I got this move down to here, I could have closed it out for a profit. Now, for those of you who have who are in the boot camp, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, right? And so when this comes up here like this, it's a warning that this is going to keep going higher. Right? And that's going to be huge. For Derek, John, guys. And, you know, once it hits here, all you're going to get is a little 4 pullback, a little shallow pullback to the median line. Not even quite there. Take your profits and get out because it's not going any lower, right? Especially with this ADX up here like this. It comes up and say, oh, hey, we're ranging, we're good. Yeah, sideways 4, boom, expansion. And this thing is getting ready to cross up again. So you think, oh, I'm going to try to short this here again, right? And if you do, you're only going to be looking for a few pips until this comes back down again. I know it's a little bit complicated, but that's what I wanted to show you the ADX, how it can help you. We're at 75 by 76, which is a banker's resistance line. And it's going higher, right? So I actually went long. Let's see what if I get snagged out of it. Watch that ADX. Okay, it's dropping. And you would have got a few pips on the scalp for like, you could have gotten maybe 10, 20, 30 pips on the short. Right? But ADX above 33, this thing is still on a rocket launch higher. And I can speed this up a little bit. Again, 80% of the time, markets stay in a range and they don't do this, and we made profit. See that? So we hit our target. Right. So for now we hit target there. So what we really want to do is wait if this RSI breaks down below 50 and this ADX comes down here below 33 together, then this thing may be ready for a short. Right? Came into the lines. We wait for the parabolic dots to come to the top. They might be safe to short. Look at that. Shot right back in there again. See, it's like on a runaway, it's on a tear. Yeah, we'll try a short. Oh, see, ADX is still and breaking higher, right? Wow, this thing is it's monster. When we're shy at lower, the ADX is above 33 again. Well, this thing can be like a stop hunt. Yeah. Yeah. It's rallying so hard. So now we've come back down pretty hard. And we're hitting this median line. Median line trade. Boom, and we're out. All right. So it came down to the median line, held the median line. Dots down below. Look at the dots below. Median line, dots below. Then this thing is like clocking this this ADX. And maybe I can change this DMI plus color to like an actual green. Yellow green. I'm like green, like regular green. Lime green. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So here we go. We've got now we probably won't get 50 out of this. We're at 72.00, 71.67 is the median line. That's about 40 pips. Maybe we go to 35 or so, maybe 30 pips, right? And try to sell. Okay. Wow, came really close. And then, boom. All right. Now, but look what's going on here. ADX is below 30. We're below the median line. Clear rejection here. Came up into the red. Came down outside. And now, we would expect price to continue up or down. Tell me in the chat box. You can see the median line didn't hold. Came here, buyer stepped in, and then boom, right? So a trade from the median line, if we break the median line, what's our target? What's our target? One of these, right? One of these Bollinger Bands. Why? Because we're on the other side of it. We didn't bounce like here. We bounced here. We didn't close below, we bounced, and our target is the next Bollinger Band. Here, we bounced a little bit, but the bounce didn't hold. So now our target is down here, right? So we click sell. like now we did a bounce, but no. I mean, we got a little bit down to that. So let's. Now we should see ADX spiking up. Watch ADX. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. And. Oh, okay. Well, I could have taken it. We got down to the Bollinger Band, and that was our target, but we got stopped out. I couldn't close out this trade, right? We broke below again. Dots. We have dots on top, red and green on top. Oh, a spike took us out. Oh, look at that. Non-farm payroll, probably. First week of April. That was probably non-farm payroll. Spiked us out, right? But we tagged. We hit the bottom. So let's see if we can get a bounce. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay. Okay, so we're back down below. We hit it. See if we can get to the median line. We had a move outside the Bollinger Band. We got long. Out, limit out. Winner, winner, winner. And we broke the median line. Bounce off the median line again. Let's see if we can hit again. Gap. Winner, winner. Right? And now we have this ADX on top. And we probably buy. Why? Because the ADX is, well, it's down below, but let's see if it gives us another winner. I wish you could. Oh, I can close it from there if I wanted to, right? It's kind of flat. It's taking too long. It usually takes too long. It's getting ready to drop, and it's dropping. The median line. Median lines of defense. Our stop is here. And we are... Wow, came really close to our stop. Really close to our stop. Wow, is this kissing that? Is that perfectly placed stop? Oh, well, now we're stopped out, right? Okay. And now this thing is in sell mode. ADX is above 33. And we got a limit out on that trade, right? ADX is still up. And we get another drop down with the ADX above. Up, but okay, we're stopped out there. Okay. Median line. Do we come back down? We broke above the median line, so this could be bullish. Here's the median line again. So, okay, we took a sell. Probably a little late. $70.49 held, and we're at whole number round number like 7100 right there. And it's flat correction, so it could be a move to breakout. Did it break us out? The long wick came down, but we got stopped out, right? ADX was above 33, but now it's dropped. And then so we get stopped out, right? Let's see if it comes back down into our support lines. We can get long again. $70.82. Okay, now we broke above the median. That's a median line trade. We broke the median line. So we look for price to come back up into these Bollinger Bands. And we got limited out. Okay, so pause. Okay, so you get the idea, right? You guys get the idea. And with this ADX above, we expect it to move maybe a little bit higher. Up, but it's right at the median line right there, right? And we can draw a trend line too. We can draw a trend line across that. See if the median line actually holds. And it broke, so we probably want to get out of it. And we can actually speed it up. Yeah, okay. So getting out of it been okay because we broke support. But anyway, we can basically stop. Okay, pause. Right. So we've got the indicator set up, and we have the ADX that could possibly help us identify a runaway market. Okay, so I definitely not use this all the time. If we're at an extreme part of the market and ADX is above 33, then I'm going to maybe think twice before shorting at those lines or buying at those lines if we have a strong move in the market, right? And so, but for the most part, the market's going to be ranging, and you're not going to need this, and you can just buy and sell and buy and sell. Any questions? Or anything you want to see in the market, or something that you have a burning question about? You know, we've got Trump talking about, trade war. We've got Japan negotiating with Iraq, with Iran to try to loosen up the, maybe release some oil. So we have Brexit with Theresa May historically resigning her position, and like that could affect the pound. So there are lots of things out there that could possibly derail the market, or stuff we can actually capitalize on. When we have news events, for most people, oh, I don't know, I'm so unsure, we can actually, we know what the risk off and risk on is. We know that we probably want to be buying the US dollar. We probably want to be shorting euro on a general. But, but on a bounce, on the bounces, we can take 5-6 pips and we can scalp it very quickly. But if you have any bigger questions, or if you have a trade that I say, hey, Greg, I follow the rules and it didn't work. Dude, what's up, man? See, give me a Gyazo link, and then we can look at your trade and see where you went wrong, or or if you did something right and you want to brag and show us something. Hey, that helps us all learn. We all learn and grow together when you share some winning trades as well. All right. We also take a look at the live market with the time remaining as well, and I know it's like 3 o'clock and the rest of the world is like closed. But, we can find, I tell you something that kind of like rocks and rolls is the dollar cat. It's loony. So I don't know what happens. These guys, it actually starts moving. Oh, US dad. That's for Father's Day. Father's currency. Right. Canadian dollar, full feature chart. Okay, you guys are so quiet today. Still on holiday. Okay. And we're gonna look at an hour chart, daily chart. Okay. Well, we got this oil thing with, look at this. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Right? Oh, this is tremendous. See, what's going on is the U.S. oil is probably collapsing because the Japanese minister is going to and then Terry says, I'm surprised you don't use volume indicator, low volume, ignore indicators, price action is manipulated, high volume, use indicators, more confident price action. That is true for like stocks and commodities, but you gotta understand that the Forex is an over-the-counter market, and meaning that is no centralized exchange that keeps track of volume. Okay, so like you have the futures market, Chicago, you can go CME. They have all the orders, buy and sell orders of all traders are handled and cleared through a clearinghouse, a centralized clearinghouse. So when you put data on certain things, that volume data is going to come out because you got buyers and sellers, right? With Forex, you're going to get volume from that broker, okay? And the Forex is a decentralized market with $5.1 trillion a day, all being traded decentralized. So Chase is making a market, and Bank of America is making a market, and FXCM is making a market, and Oanda is making a market. And, the guy down the street that has a booth in the airport selling currencies is making the market. So you have all these different entities making a market, and guess what? They are not telling each other what volume they are running through their operation, meaning that Forex volume is irrelevant. In fact, there's some guy online who's selling a volume course in Forex for like $6,000. And it's like, and I'm like going, and one of my potential clients, he goes, oh, Greg, hello, there is no centralized volume in the market. I work for a broker, so I know, because we have FXCM volume, but FXCM is only a small part. It's the largest Forex player, broker, but it's just a tiny drop in the, $50 billion in currency volume is nothing in 5.1 trillion. There's thousands of billions in a trillion. Okay. So it's just a drop in the bucket. So I don't put volume, Terry, because it's not particularly helpful. Momentum, speed and momentum is my volume. So if I use a momentum indicator and a momentum is showing me speed of price, the speed is going to be determined by the overall agreement of people on price, right? And even if you go from one broker to another, you're going to find different prices. You're going to find different spreads and different prices. That's because it's decentralized. So in stocks, oh yeah, you have a big move on low volume, fake move, because that theory works perfectly for stocks, because every buyer, there's a seller. It's a centralized market on the NASDAQ exchange or the FTSE exchange or the NASDAQ exchange. But Forex, there is no Forex exchange. So, and you can go this, that's why stuff like these, we used to use commitment of traders, COT. That was big, COT. But COT, American futures market on currencies, is tiny. You know, we can get an indication of how they actually are positioning themselves, but it doesn't really tell us anything. Where is, man, I have my CME here. CME. Quick strike. There, oh, there it is. I saw it. There it is. Really? Okay. You guys can still hear me, right? Because it says I have no internet. See, can you all hear me and see my screen? Okay. So you see that I have no internet. All right. I think it's my router. For some reason, it's just the oddest thing. Now, the thing about it is that it will, the way this is set up is that it, yeah. I don't want to show that. The only way, I'm going to use another browser. How about that? I think it's something with Google. I think. Nice. It says I have no internet connection, but we're connected. That is so sweet. Okay. Settings. Boom, 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 boom. And how about Wi-Fi? Display. How about, I think it's my router, and I'm really Wi-Fi. Show available networks. Okay, well, let's use the 5G. Connect that. Sorry about this. I think I need a new router. Wild. Okay. Okay. Okay, so everything should work now. Okay. All right. So this is the commitment of traders COT. Sorry about that. Accept cookies? Yeah, accept cookies. Okay. All right. So so we can look at chart versus futures. This is the euro. We can look at the dealer, but it only represents such a small amount. Look, these are the contracts that show 65,000 contracts. There are more contracts. The euro is the most widely traded financial instrument in the universe, more than any stock or commodity, the euro. And it is more than 65 or 236,000 contracts. We're trading a lot more contracts than that, right? We're probably trading the millions of contracts. But this is just the futures data, right? It's not Forex. Forex is 5.1 trillion. 85% of that is on the euro. So these numbers are way smaller than, but they can give us an indication because we can look at the largest traders and we can see that all of them are positioned short. you know, they're positioned short. Our largest traders are leveraged traders. Even even the retail, these are leveraged, using leverage. That's, me and you. They're short too. Dealers are short, and the asset managers are short. So you're not even fooling anybody here. Everybody is short. Except the asset managers. They're stupid. They're long. Anyway, very well. But I'm saying this is just a small, I'm just showing you as an example that this is a small slither of Forex volume. Because it's just the futures, right? And then you have all these other little ETFs and other instruments too that are making markets in the currencies. So when you look at something like, if you go here and you look at like tick volume or something like that, like in the euro, let's go euro, new chart, and properties, and tick volume. And view volume, hello. Volume, sea green, yes, or yellow, okay. Oh, let's gotta add this as an indicator, okay. So volume. All right, so there's our volume, right? 729, 614. No, that's not even, this is Traders Way volume, right? That's the volume being traded on Traders Way, which is that's a small slither compared to the futures. But there's no one they're not gonna share their data. That's one thing they don't do. They don't go around sharing, hey, friendly bank, let me have your data and let's put our data together and share. It's like, no, they're not gonna do that. So what do we use? Again, you're right, Terry. There is manipulation, but the way we handle that, the Forex cash machine, we just the indicators are actually our best friend, our very very best friend. Now, Pip and Run, the scalping boot camp. We talk about manipulation and we talk about different cycles of patterns and stuff like that. But with this, it's like, hey, you're in, you're out. You just want that blip and you want to get out and take it. And so really, if any manipulation we have is probably when it starts running and trending out and then returning back. That's what we're kind of looking at. Let's go back to, that's not what I wanted to do. How about delete? Wow, that was fast. I got in and out of a trade. Okay, I don't think I made any money on that. All right, so let's put our template on Forex Cash Machine, and let's look at the Loonie. And let's go to a 5-minute chart. And so we got a nice little movement there, right? 34.96, 34.90, and we could target. We've got dots on the top. We got one dot left to cross, and then we look for 34.81 would be our stop is above the old swing high. About 34.90, maybe. Oh, trying to grab it there. Maybe go 98 or so. So we got like an 8 pip stop to make about 9 pips. That middle part might be because as this kind of moves over in time, you can probably get down to the quarter line, 34.75, right? So that would be a trade worth looking at. We also have our RSI that was broken, and we can add our moving average to that. Trending. Trend. Oh, I don't know where it is. Okay. Yeah. Right. So we had a nice little break of the trend line, moving up into this area here. We do have ADX above 45. Okay. So ADX is still in a this market probably still is in a bull mode. And we would like to see that dot. We want to see the parabolic SAR broken. We want to see that broken and dot on the top for short. Again, it's late in the day. I wouldn't want to take this trade because of the lateness of the day. If we took a trend line across the lows there, we did break it slightly, but again, that dot is a stop and reverse or SAR, parabolic SAR, PSAR. I like to see that broken. If it's broken, then we can probably get down here. If we break this median line, then we probably head to the next Bollinger Band down here, and that would take us about 34.67, right? TP2, when you see like people have TP1, TP2, right? And you can see right here, this was a really nice one. We had a crossover in RSI. RSI crossed the line. Whether you use, if you want to use a trend line, you use a trend line, we broke it, and then we came out of the band. We were outside the red band, worked out a little bit above it, to start coming back down, and it was a nice trade there, down to support. Any other questions, comments? You know, ideally, what I want you guys to do is to post some trade setups. Some of you guys have done that, but I want to get you in the habit of posting trade. Not only do the trade setups help me make money, because you're doing the research, but it's also training your mind and your eyes to be able to recognize these opportunities, right? You take a screenshot, you say, hey, Greg, I'm looking at this. It came here, and, you know, I'm going to Gyazo it like this. Now, with Gyazo, there is I don't think you can see my screen down at the bottom. No, you can't. Yeah. Because there it is. Okay, you can see it, right? Move out of the way. Okay. So there is, there. Okay, right here. That you want that Gyazo button. This one makes videos with the dot. This one does not. The one without the dots is what you want. You click that. Oh, okay, I'm going to click that, right? Then it turns into a cross, right? Then you just go and drag it, click and drag, and hold it, and then let go. Oh, really? Everything is doing its thing today. The sound. No, there you go. So you hear it. I think I heard you guys do some Gyazo. So now I have it here, right? And what I do is, if you want to save mine, I'm never ever going to delete them. But what you want to do is to save them. Save it, or you click somewhere in here and it says, and add to collection. So you can add to collection, and like I have a Terry collection. Terry's got 7 in there. Sean put one in there. I have Sean's. Derek has a bunch of them in there. You know, Asha. Okay, so I keep all you guys Gyazos. Now, if you happen to delete your account, so what happened to my students a long time ago in the past, like Lance and Joyce from the olden days, I didn't save their pictures. So what happened was, when they stopped their account, then all their pictures disappeared, right? So I have their names, but I don't have any of their pictures, any of their screenshots. So what you have to do is you have to save it to your collection, save it to yours, and then add it to the collection. Okay. So now I do that, and so that way I have shots from everybody. And that way I can go back and say, hey, you know, let's see what I'm going to add it to. Do I have my own cash machine? Add to collection. Well, I create a new collection. I'm going to call it a Forex cash machine. And click done. All right, so open my collection, and I've got one in there. If I want to see what Terry's done, I can click Terry, and I can see that he's got some nice results. Also, all of his from his phone that he's put in there, and I put those in his collection. I have Sean, he's got one there, and I think he had made into a video, and I clipped it and made it into a so that was a nice one there. Came back down. You could draw a trend line across that. And then it broke out, and then he picked up a tidy profit on that. Okay. So this is pretty simple, where we're not necessarily, if we do get manipulation, which Terry pointed out, price, let's say this was going down, price manipulation is going to push it only so far. A dog can only go so far on a leash before you got to pull it on back, right? So this is what happened. They can push it, you know, it's a $5.1 trillion market. So they can take a few billion and push it for a little bit, but they only can go so far. They'll go green line, yellow line, red line. Then after a while, it's like all these other guys are, oh, you want to buy it? Okay, we're all going to sell it against you. And then they got to let go. And when they do, boom, right? Sometimes they manipulate it in order for them to put a bigger order in. They want to go short here, but they want to make more money. So what they'll do is they'll drive price in the opposite direction first so they can sell at a higher price, right? You know, let's say there was a used car and it's like $5,000. I want to sell it, but I want to sell it for like $8,000. And some people are coming to look at it, right? But then I pay somebody to come in and say, oh, wow, look at this car. How much you want for it? Well, I was going to sell it for $5. I'll give you $7 for it. Oh, no. Then you get another person comes in and says, no, I'll give you $8 for it. Now, the person that's going to pay $5 is standing around going, oh, my goodness, the car that we're going to buy for $5, but these two people came in, and now they want to buy it for $7 and $8. I'll tell you what, it's probably going to be worth $10. I'll pay $9 for it. And then they buy it for $9. The two guys were fake bids, right? Fake bidders. And then guy collects the money and then gives the money to to his other partner guys. And now this guy's walked away with a $10,000 car. He could have paid $5,000 for it if he didn't get suckered into a manipulation. So he thinks he's so happy. He goes down and tries to sell the car, and the guy goes, "I'll give you $4,000 for it." He goes, "No, are you kidding? People are bidding like $7,000 and $8,000 for it. This is a collector's item." It's like, no, this car is worth about $4,000, right? So that's what happens in the currency market, where we get this fair value is the median line. And then people bid it up above the median line. And then people, you know, you can trade that. You can make money on that, but don't get suckered into it. Don't start buying up here, right? These lines are going to keep you out of the trade. Lines are flat. RSI is going down, well, with price going up. That's telling you warning sign, right? Trend line break. All kinds of stuff. Warning, you know. Dots on the top. Dots on the top. Pants on the ground. All right? Boom. And then price drop. Okay, Terry has a... I hope that's clear, right? All right, so here we go. Look at you. Okay, and talk to me about this, Terry. You got your microphone. Can you go to... I'm going to turn your microphone on. And tell me about your Euro trades.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Terry, what's up, boy?
All right. I'm having a time here. I'm trying to get you on my computer, and I'm still on the phone, though.
Okay.
Euro. I got to go back and look at it to refresh my memory, but I was trying to. You remember I told you I was taking 3.2 positions earlier in Euro, and I screwed up and took 0.02, so I tried to fix it by adding 3.18, and I forgot to put stop losses on the 0.18. Well, I got stopped out with the 0.02s, and the 0.18s were killing me. But I just wrote it out without stop losses, and it finally turned around and went up, and I closed out two of them, and the other one went on to make a real nice profit. It was a total fiasco, but it
Oh my goodness!
I was trying to follow the strategy, but that's why I'm using a practice account, right?
Right. So you messed up and still made $38.24.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's.
But while I got you, let me ask you, where did you send the original message for the conference call? I saw it and had the access code there, but now I'm trying to call you on Skype on my computer to connect through the computer, and I can't find where I got the access code.
Okay.
It's not in my messages or email or Skype or any of the normal stuff.
Oh, yeah. Look, here, I popped it. Can you see it?
Hold on, I got to go back to graphics here.
Yeah.
I'm having to switch back and forth.
Can you go to your computer?
Well, I have to call in on the computer to connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to use Skype to do that. I can't. If I call you on the phone and put the access code in there, then I've got you on the phone. Well, that ain't on my computer.
You can have them both on. You know that. You can have them both. I see your phone. You can keep the phone on, and you can have the computer on too. You don't have to click it.
You just sent me this, right?
Yeah.
I'm back on the graphics now.
Yeah.
And okay, but once I'm connected on the phone, how do I switch it over to the computer?
You can keep them both on. You can talk on the phone and look at the graphics through the computer.
Ooh.
I know it's a little different.
Well, yeah, I'm not clear how to do that. I don't know how to get the graphics on the computer.
Can you? Okay, you got this right. You have this kind of like control panel.
Well, I got the thing to join.
Okay.
But it's on my phone.
Oh,
it's on my phone, and I'm already connected on the phone.
Oh, but on your do you see it on your computer?
No, no.
Yeah, go to Skype on your computer.
Okay, then. Well, I got something. Yeah, okay, I got that number.
Oh, yeah, don't click the link. It says join online meetings, HTTPS. Click that one.
No, I don't have that.
Oh, you mean I'm just gonna put that in there. Yeah, copy and copy link.
I don't know how you get it to my computer.
Yeah. All right. So you see the.
I'm sorry to bog you down.
Oh no, don't worry about it. We're here to help.
Oh, wait a minute. Now I got something. Hold on here.
No worries.
Greg sent a link. I don't know how you sent it to my computer, but we'll talk about that soon. All right, what do I do now?
Okay, so you
just click on this link.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got 3 different links. Does it matter which one I use?
You click the last one.
The last one. Oops. Okay.
Then what does it say next?
All right. You just bear with me 1 more minute.
No worries. No worries. Take your time, sir. Yeah, guys. He may not, he's working with the technology, but he made $38.24 in one day off a tiny account using the Forex cash machine. That's all that matters.
Oh, I told him I wanted an account.
Oh, it's okay. I see you. You're in.
All right, I said you're talking.
Yeah.
Talking to your side there.
On the phone. Yes, I'm telling you, Sean. Sean's like saying he's on his phone. I hadn't taken a phone trade in years until Sean posted that thing on the Aussie dollar. And I was out of the shower. I'm like, going, wait a minute, let me make some money here. Like, I'm going to figure out how to do this. And I would boop. And boom. Like, hey, this phone thing is okay. Because you guys, I've always said you have to have lots of chart data and multiple screens. Like here, I have like 1, 2, 3. I have like 3 big screens here and a mission control. It's like, you don't even need all that. All you need is this. You're like,
Well, I'm trying to get to where you are.
Dude, I want to grow up and be like you, man.
All right, I got you.
All right, brother. He explained that you look, because it looks like you get the buys, but then you flipped and you put sells in because the stop and then boom, the thing returned back. Let me put the chart back up.
Yes, that's right. There was more to it. The buys were the screw up area. But then later on, I saw a trade on it. I think I was on a 5-minute chart.
5 minutes, yep.
And now I'm using your Bollinger Band and RSI system. But that's what you got there. So
yeah.
Just added the X. Okay. Yeah, I picked up that trade right there where you've got the trend indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I picked that up and nailed it.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that was the one. Yeah, the last part was pure Forex machine. The last 3 there.
Yeah.
And I took 3. That's what I intended to do in the first place, was take 3.2 positions.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I screwed up, took 3.02s, and then I added 0.18s, and turned out using 0.18s to repair the damage done by the. But anyway, the last 3 are the important ones. That was pure Forex machine, and it worked like a charm.
Nice. So, was the system easy to understand, or did it take you a minute?
Oh yeah, no, I believe in Bollinger Bands because they're statistics. They're not not momentum indicators. They when it gets 2 significant or 3 significant deviations away from the norm, it's probably gone correct. You know, that's just a statistical fact, and it's the way nature works, and markets can't really beat that without some kind of manipulation in there to drive it past the crazy levels.
That's awesome.
It worked great. I hope it's an indicator of the future.
Awesome. And Terry, you don't mind me asking, how many years young are you?
72.
72.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
It's in February.
February. Oh, okay. That's like my mom. My mom's February 3rd. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, I just turned 72.
Congratulations. And it's like such an honor. I mean, we've been like dancing around with each other for a few years. So it's really good, like, to be able to talk to you and have you aboard like the old days.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Well, I'm getting ready to retire from all that driving stuff I was doing, and got me a young lady that's gonna take care of me. So I'm gonna retire and trade Forex.
Sounds like a plan, my friend. All right, Terry. Well, thanks so much. We'll see you in the room.
All right. I'm not going anywhere. Go ahead with what you're talking about.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Cheers. All right, guys. That was Terry, 72 years young, and he's killing the Forex using the Forex cash machine. And so you guys, you need to sign up, get on board, and join because the system is fast, quick, and easy. And kids can learn it, old kids, young kids, and even you. So if you guys are watching now, sign up now, click the link below and get started. All right. So, we're going to continue with our session. We got about 10 minutes left. I want to see if there's any new questions or anything, but this is oil. And if you're trading oil, what's going on, I just want to, type trade Trump, Iran, Japan. You notice that Donald Trump has gone to Japan on a diplomatic meeting. Oh, really? Come on now. And so as he goes on this diplomatic meeting, Japan has stepped up and said, hey, we'll negotiate with Iran for you. And so that's really a sign that oil is going to be going lower because Iran wants to produce more oil, but we don't want to buy from them because, they have like terrorist activity or so like that. That's what they say. And so, but if they kissy and make lovey-dovey, then Iran is going to pump out more oil. That's going to lower prices, and that's going to make dollar CAD continue to go higher. Full feature chart. And let's see if we can. Okay. Yeah. So see, we're on this oil news where we are spiking higher, right? So we would expect that our little pullbacks on a Bollinger Band basis will be small, and but our bounces from the median line are going to be pretty strong, right? So if we were to go back to our setup and maybe go to the dollar CAD, we can probably see, hey, we're doing a little bit of a pullback. If we pull back down into the median line or in here, that's going to be a nice buy for a reset for maybe 135.25 or so, right? So look for that pullback. We can use our Bollinger Bands as a way of getting back into the trade, especially if this RSI gets down below 30. We get a trend line break. Like here, this mark, that trend line break of RSI at 30, and look the big move from 34.80 to almost 34.98. So about 18, 19 pips right there, right? We catch those trend line breaks, trend line break at median lines, or digs into the Bollinger Band, like we got a big dig. We're thinking it's like digging down, and then goes outside that red. That's like, oh, putting the ball over the plate and smacking that baby like, come on, baby, come on, go, bam, woo, yeah. So we can wait for our pitch on a 5-minute chart and just go through and look for where's the pitch, where's it coming in, you know. I mean, here, not bad that this, 52, I got a little bit, but it's not digging. And that, look at this ADX is way above 34, and that's why this thing keeps drilling down lower and lower, right? It keeps going. So we might be in a drill down. So let's try Aussie dollar. Take a look at that. We can see that this is we're getting a little crossover there, but we had a big dig, we dug, and then we spiked up. But look for that 69.25 as a median trade to get short. And if we break above the median line, look for, we got our target. If this line kind of holds, we can short it there, right? If it breaks above and closes, then guess what? We have a target. And if it bounces and heads lower, we got another target. So if you don't want to shop at Walmart, you want to go to Target, look for these areas, right? Kiwi dollar, same thing. Oh, got a nice break there, 65.44, and the market's opening up. It's still early over there. But we're approaching 70, and we'll see if it comes back down. All right, just draw a trend line across the lows, right? And see where this. Usually, guys, Asia goes one way, and then London fades Asia. Okay, and London is the most powerful market. It's where most of the currency volume happens during London. Okay. That London overlap, that London market is pretty powerful. So what happens is you'll find even on the KnifeWorks heat map, the heat map will be Asia session, Kiwi dollar will probably be green, right? All the stuff that's in green during Asia, when 3 a.m. Eastern time happens, all them suckers that are red usually turn around and go, they're green, they turn red, and all the reds turn green. They flip-flop. Because London usually fades Asia. So Asia's like profit taking, and Asia is like consolidation. Let's see if I can find a chart or something on that. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So here's the best times to trade. Notice how the London session volatility in the euro dwarfs New York and Tokyo sessions. So here's London. London sessions here. This is Tokyo, right? So guess what? Big move up. Boom. New York session and overlap with London around 9:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Got this overlap from 8 to about 11:30, right? Then London closes. New York is by itself. Volume falls off. Then we go to Tokyo session. Tokyo session, guys. Kind of boring, right? It can be exciting if, Donald Trump tweets or something happens overseas with China or something like that, or Australia. Australia stuff can get stuff cooking too. If there's like a rate announcement or some type of retail sales or something coming up in Australia, you're going to find you can find some big moves during Asia, right? But you got to make sure that, you check the news or check something that's going to like tell you, or you're going to be sleepy time. You're going to be sleepy at your keyboard trying to figure out, gee, nothing's happening here, right? So you want to check the economic calendar and see what's going on. And let's go ahead and I'm going to bring up a calendar. We can go to okay, Forex Factory. Wow, we do have a lot of New Zealand stuff. RMB financial stability, red folder today. Lots of stuff. And a nice move on the Kiwi dollar right now too. So today is Kiwi Day. We have a Reserve Bank of New Zealand governor is going to speak. Anzac business confidence. That guy Orr is going to speak again. Stability. So big New Zealand stuff coming up. And big Canada Day tomorrow. Bank of Canada rate statement. Overnight rate 1.75. If they cut rates, we could see dollar CAD really shoot higher, right? I think everyone else is kind of like cutting or kind of scared. I think they might cut. Surprise cut was 1.75%, and I don't think with Trump passing all kinds of trade tariffs and things like that, they might have to offset by making their currency weak. So tomorrow is 10 a.m. So keep an eye. Big moves. If they keep rates the same or they raise rates, then we can see that dollar CAD drop. But I don't think so. Right? So Kiwi dollar rallying and shrinking as. So we'll see. Break of the trend line. Data coming out soon. Data coming out very soon. They don't give a time. Really? Oh, they do. 5 p.m. So about an hour. So you got an hour, 2 hour. I mean, there's going to be 4 hours of data coming out. And so we might see some action happening on the Kiwi dollar. You always see kind of as a bottoming action there. So we may see that. Daily chart. You see that ADX is above 34. You can see this keeps going lower, dig lower, dig lower. It's on a tear, right? So we may come back down. That's a daily chart, 4-hour chart. Here's our 4-hour chart, and we got a couple of things here. RSI crossed below, then crossed below again, and then we can put a trend line on this too. We broke this trend line, and we broke this one. This is a trend line, right? We broke this one here, across this one, right? And we've double topped there too, right? So double top, trend line break, and then this ADX is coming up on the 4-hour. This bearish cross. So we could come on down. You can draw a trend line across the lows here like that. Like a shelf. We got this little shelf. Doesn't get fall off the shelf and drop. Pretty hard. That's a 4-hour chart. You can drill down to a 1-hour chart. And the 1-hour chart looks kind of bullish, right? Kind of bouncing off there, right? Maybe we go up to 65.58 for another, or the median line may stop it, right? Median line may stop it, and we might get a drop there. Let's go 30-minute chart. Again, it looks like it's taken off. Lower time frame. So 30, so 5, 15, 30 looks bullish. Hour looks bullish. 4-hour, not so bullish. Daily, not so bullish. Weekly, not so bullish. It's very bearish on the weekly. Monthly, monthly looks like this thing wants to roll over and die, and come back and retest the low back here. This thing is basically rolled up, median line, and now these are where, now I know Rod Cox is not in the room. I always mention it because he's the big 17,000%, big 10,000 pipper guy, right? And he's been really busy lately. And also, you got to pray for him too, because we've got these hurricanes in that Missouri, Kansas City area. So we want to make sure him and his family are safe. But yeah, these kind of trades, if you look at them, a move from this median line at 70 down to 65 is a 500 pip move. And it's kind of like daily kinds of moves where, you have a big dig down here at 61 and it went all the way up to 74. That's a 1,300 pip move. Now, it took a long time, right? Kiwi's kind of a turtle, kind of moves kind of slow. Pound yen is always a fun one to trade. This looks like it wants to drop too, but again, it's a monthly chart, but it would look like we could retest the low. With all this trade talk, the yen will probably strengthen because people are running for safety, and that yen is a safety play. Weekly chart, we've been really just, you can't really even see anything weekly, but look at that dig. That dig into that and the buy there, generational buy, boom, 1,000 pip move to the upside. And we're coming down some more. And with Theresa May leaving power, the pound is not so strong, right? Oh, okay. Terry wants to know how to turn speakers on computer, listening on phone, and watching computer. Okay, so you should look in the lower right-hand corner of your computer. See, I got this little speaker thing, and I used to have it, but I'm using this whole broadcast thing that makes my dashboard look different. But you should find something that says volume control, even your Cortana. Volume control. Well, that didn't work. I tried to speak into it. But you have a little speaker, right? By the clock. And if you click that, then you can, let's see if I have an illustration. Sound. SOUND. Giazzo. I lost it. My internet's just acting so weird. I wonder if they're running Windows Diagnostics. But Terry, yeah, in the lower by your clock, there should be. Mine doesn't have it. No, it's kind of weird. And I'm trying to look one up online, and now I can't. I know what's going on with my computer, but maybe I can do something like this. Sound controls in Windows 10.
According to Make Tech Easier, to adjust.
Okay. Okay. Trying to. Okay, Windows can't communicate. Oh, sound. Your speakers, you should be able to, maybe that's it, Sean. If you go, maybe gear, preferences, audio, mic and speakers, playback speakers.
Welcome to the conferencing service.
So you've got that. Okay. Yeah, so you can go here to preferences. Let's see if I can screenshot it. Oh, you have no audio devices available? Didn't you just buy this computer new? No audio devices. Oh, the speakers work fine? And did you click down here and then choose?
Welcome to the conferencing service.
You can choose different ones. That's really loud. I'm going to turn this down a bit. Yeah, you can choose different devices. Oh, you got to go. All right. Yeah. So if there are any further questions, we're going to go ahead and sign off too. And hopefully recording is working. I will post a link. I have a new way of actually putting this directly into YouTube. But we'll talk to you soon. Okay. We'll troubleshoot later. Terry, if you need help, I'll be there online to help you. All right. So take care, guys. Peace and pips. Cheers.
Goodbye.